Hello everybody, it's another Audiocube tutorial and today we're looking at tickers. Tickers are a type of sequencing device which, while they don't do anything on their own, they are very powerful for sort of generative uh, music, polyrhythms, sort of any rhythmic experimentation, and for sequencing non-typical devices on the sequencing timeline. So let's get stuck in. For starters, you just create one here, like any device, just drag and drop the tile, or up here, etc. Um, you can delete, clone. I mean, there's quite a lot of options on the right-click menu. So on their own, as you can see, not really much happening. So let's load in a sample. To see this bell, be quite nice. So it's a bit of reverb somewhere. There we go. So how these work is you connect them to another device. You can do that by right-clicking or and you click connect, or just hold control and you'll see this. And then you just click the device you want to connect it to. You can control click again to disconnect, and these are now paired and connected. So when you press, when the ticker plays, you can press space or just click start. You can see here the timer. It simply sends a trigger on the timer loop. You have two kind of timing things. So let's go for 3, and you'll hear slow down, or 1. And what can be nice is you can sort of get a bit of a polyrhythmic effect. So go for, I don't know, 1.3. Or 0.5. And these connect with any device, so maybe we'll change this. Create a new one. Create an emitter with so that's kind of the basics. But let's look at some more advanced functionality. So they don't have to be connected to just one device. You can connect them to as many devices as you like. By default, they will all get triggered at the same time. However, if you click cyclic, you'll see stop, and then it divides the signal for each one. It divides the time between each signal, so you can hear this like a 1 second. I mean, because the emitter is using physics. Let's do this. I'll put this here. Maybe speed it up. And you can hear that just kind of loops. Now, another cool thing is the sequencing mode, which ties it to the sequencer. So rather than being played like this. You also want to turn these off of sequenced. So you'll now see how it's triggered. I think it should be. I have to stop. Yeah. It's because of the pre-tick time, so you have to set the tick to 0 and then it has a countdown. Oh no, yeah, and then divide. Yeah, I mean, I think because I had cyclic, so. Yeah, I mean, you can experiment, but that's the basics of it. Another cool thing is the connecting multiple tickers to each other. So you can do something like this. So what this does is it sends a message. But the cool thing is if the ticker is on, when it sends another message, it tells it to stop its cycle. So it's kind of like an on-off switch. And these interact really nicely with the logic boxes. I mean, yeah, this is the more advanced sequencing stuff. So you can then do some really cool stuff like this. And yes, I'm not showing you the full extent. So you can get a bit of generative stuff. And the other cool thing is the collision mode. So create a ticker, enable collision, and then let's add, what is it? Yeah. Add a sampler. Yeah, sure, yeah. Connect this like so, and then add emitter. And then just make sure these are aligned properly. And then so basically what happens if it has a collision enabled, it triggers whenever something hits it. So yeah, you can create some really interesting stuff. A bit of experimentation. Just see how you can kind of connect things up. sort of create endless looping systems. And obviously the sample choices are kind of boring, but that's just the building blocks. Yeah, that covers it all. So thanks for watching that tutorial. That explains tickers. Make sure you watch the next tutorials on logic boxes, because they're kind of an expansion of the ticker functionality and help you get even more generative composition. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.